Yo, Bitcoin's back over the poop line. I'm a floating head. And that's all that's happened in the last 24 hours. But we're going to go over the updated price action. What is it, Thursday? Oh man, we got one more day. Ugh. Let's make it a good one, guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yo. How's it going, everybody? What's up, fam? Dude, I'm floating today. Check this shit out. Look at this shit. So I have a Bart Simpson. There's a Bart Simpson under me. But I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this floating head look here. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm like a Futurama character tonight. How you guys doing? Microwave popcorn. Is the sound okay? Let me put my fan on low. Man, not much has happened since yesterday, man. This range is AIDS, bro. I hope you guys have been staying busy, you know what I'm saying? Because really not much has happened. I mean, I guess we did get saved, but in the stream yesterday, we were kind of already getting saved. It was kind of questionable whether we were dredging in a bottom down here. Looks like we got the divergence. You got the, like, look at this wave divergence where the wave creates a higher low and you get the lower low in price. Went to Costco and got some delicious juices, some green juices that blend in with the green screen. But yeah, see where my nose is right here. There's like a bull div that happened, and then it surged us over the poop line. I gave it a little kiss. That's where we're at right now. So yeah, it's kind of a weird place to dredge out a bottom. Not gonna lie, we did not have a macro anchor giving us that, but to find a low above the year-to-date anchor is pretty sweet. And yeah, so our boy Alex O'Crypto, you know, he does those shorts with his grandpa, and he's always saying no nose. Well, my nose knows where the market's going, so I'll be pointing at shit with my gigantic nostrils tonight for you guys, since, man, there's really not much else going on, huh? How's the chats doing? Jason Marino, good to see you, man. Clate the Great. Anthony, Polar, Yata. Man, all you guys. James Roy, good to see you, man. Britt, good to see you in. Gazgano, thanks for modding. Yeah, we're gonna be the nose pointing. We're gonna make it a regular thing. You know, I could like drag myself around here. I like this. This is cool. I'm cool. So, man, what else is going on? All right, let's go down the charts here. ETH BTC still looking like shit. Tron, little update on the Tron, because that Tron weekly was looking nuts, right? Dang, Tron's doing good. It's still trending. The meme coins, I have a feeling the meme coins are going to keep doing good, because who doesn't like memes? You know, the memes have been killing it. It's the best narrative in crypto right now, and I got a feeling like Pepe's gonna keep going. I got a feeling like Dog with Hat is gonna keep going. I'm not too bullish on SHIB. Let me check Doge real quick. Yeah, I don't know, man. The newer memes are kind of my thing right now. Yeah, you can see, I mean, Doge and SHIB under the Q2 anchors, man. It's the new memes. It's Pepe. Pepe's killing it. Let's see. James Roy says a hidden bull div on the daily got you into a long on Bitcoin. You talking about Bitcoin? Talking about oh, you're talking about this right here, like this guy. That's the 1 hour. That's the 1 hour. You saw something on the daily though. You saw something crazy on the daily. You looking at, it's funny how the chart is like a fractal, James. Like we're on the 1 hour and like we saw something that looked just like this daily chart right here. Is this what you're talking about, bro? Where you have like that the lower low in the momentum, but the higher low in price there. I see. Yeah, I guess you could justify that for a swing long, I suppose. You know, for some reason, like I feel like hidden divs don't play out as much as standard divs, but when paired with like other amazing factors like a volume weighted anchor support or like a Fibonacci level or something, those hidden divs, like sometimes they do give you the biggest moves. You guys are all trading today. You see TRD Farmer had a soul trade today. Let's check what happened on Solana. Solana actually, dang, so Solana's come back up. Remember guys, we were a little bit bearish on Solana because it was rejecting off of its Q2, but it did find some steady ground and now we're back over it. So Solana, for the time being, out of the gulag. So I'm guessing that you were longing, man. I guess you schlonged. Dang, look at that 8 hour on, look at the 8 hour on Solana. Little trigger wave there. Goes down into the 6 hour. Also goes all the way down into the, let's see when it's starting to tire out here. Looking a little bit divergent, but look at that thick money flow, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking a little divergent now. Definitely some profit taking time. So, yeah, good trade on Solana, man. Good trade. I hit an AVAX long. Damn, you guys are trading Avalanche. Let's see what the setup for the day looked like. Let's see if I can get a VWAP going. Check out a different chart here. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at that. Dang. Okay. So you have the anchor trigger set up. You come over the intraday VWAP. You get a second trigger wave right there. Boom, boom. There's your long scalp. I know that was your trade. I know that was your long. You caught that move up there, didn't you? Didn't you? Well, didn't you? Oh shit. I just lost my oh no. It like went off screen. I lost myself. All right, there's no more FG. Oh, here I am. Okay, there we go. I'm still learning this stuff, man. Man, good AVAX trade. Good for you, man. Man, how's Hadur doing? Some good long scalps off of the intraday here. Are we holding that channel? Still holding the channel. Still clinging to life on that. Man, how's the S&P doing? S&P still killing it, still up there. We didn't come lower, we went a little bit higher. That's crazy, man, that's crazy. How's the S&P looking so strong but Bitcoin ain't? Man, what's going on with this shit, man? What's going on with Bitcoin? I feel like Bitcoin's flopping and groping, dude. We got all these macro factors, all this shit's supposed to be good for Bitcoin, and then the chart is just not responding, man. And maybe it's because, you know, despite a lot of good things, the charts look like shit. And oftentimes, charts not looking good can be just a reason for charts not looking good. Or, like, the price doing something can be a reason for the price to do another thing after that. And you don't even need news, you know? So, sometimes, like, you know, charts find themselves in little predicaments. I believe Bitcoin is in one of these such predicaments here, where it's like you got no backup, you know? And so it's hard to build a case when all of a sudden a bunch of cards are stacked against you. But man, look at this engulfing wick we got on the daily. We engulfed the previous wick, almost got the previous 2 wicks, and it was kind of like a bullish, like we did not have to come down to the year to date at all. We just got randomly kind of saved there and pushed back over the poop line, which is a volume weighted anchor place at like our yearly low. So this is a very bullish level to hold. If we could hold over the poop line, holding that anchor of the yearly low, that's like some very bullish support. Justin, you want me to look at natural gas? What's the ticker for natural gas, Justin? And I'll take a peek at it for you, man. Yeah, I usually don't look at natural gas. Usually that's CF's thing. Let's take a look, man. Yeah, I'm not too not a big nat gas guy, you know, so I can't really tell you much about macro factors. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is look at the chart for you. But let's see how much data we got here. This is a goofy chart, man. This is a goofy chart. This is spot. Is that okay, man? A spot chart? I hope this is the right one, man. But let's see here, man. Let's put some quarterly anchors down. Let's go to last 3 quarters. Let's just see what this looks like. Okay, got you. So natural gas had a pretty sizable correction, and damn, it had a big pump from so the start of the quarter was really bullish for natural gas. This quarter's been really great. It's basically, this quarter is natural gas's redemption, man. We had dumped like very far down. I mean, you can see what happens, guys, when you slip below all VWAPs, right? You slip below 2 major quarterly anchors. So what happened here is a new quarter began. We got a little bit of a run up, right? But then we came down, and not only did we lose the previous quarter, but we lost the new quarter as well. And so you fall underneath these, and look what happens to a market when you lose, when the volume of 2 quarters looms overhead on you. That shit goes down, man. And you've got 2 down sloped anchored VWAPs just pushing natural gas down for a very long time. You even have this cross here, which, like, if you go to that point, that was like another catalyst for more down. So so this is a good case of like what can happen if Bitcoin falls under both the year to date and the quarter 2. This is like why this is why I tweeted today that I'm bearish under 59K, but I'm bullish over 65K. So it sounds a little like counterintuitive to like be bullish at higher and bearish lower, but I don't know, that's just the way the VWAP analysis works, man. But yeah, natural gas, man, we came down, found a bottom for you. You know, look at the momentum that was trending up. Market Cipher B doing a textbook job of like gauging that bottom and getting you primed and prepped for something to happen. You get that new quarter, right? And the first thing it wants to do on the onset of a new quarter is feel around, right? It wants to feel around at the previous quarter's sentiment. And so this is basically like a free swing trade back up to the previous quarter. And you guys are going to get used to my VWAP analyses. Like when a new quarter happens, we're going to get into the mindset of like, damn, it's probably going to run to the previous quarter's anchor first before it does anything else, you know? Because that's what Bitcoin's done the last 2 quarters. And that's what natural gas is doing here. So, you know, does it have to test this as resistance? Likely. I would say likely. This is where you start to consolidate again after this like initial salvation that you got here, Justin. But Man, I mean, you're right here at support. You know, this thing came all the way down. You're at some pretty long-term support. This is 1, 2, 3, actually like 4. If you draw a line like right here in this whole region, like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taps. So I don't know much about natural gas, but if you can come over like these ranges here, man, and if we could come over like the previous quarter's anchor, that would be a really good sign for you for like even bigger moves up. But yeah, you can see the anatomy of like why this shit played out, why we're running up to this Q2 anchor currently. But right now the Q2, or sorry, this is the year to date. I'm sorry, this is the year to date anchor for natural gas, currently acting as resistance. So you would actually want to kind of take a step back from natural gas and see how the candles respond to this level. This is a very important level. That's why I love the anchors, because without the anchor, you know, what would you see? Like, you would just see, I would just be super bullish on this if I didn't have the year to date anchor. You know, like without that context, you just see this massive upside, right? You see like, you're like, oh, it's just going to go up to all the way up here, you know? But you got to recognize that it is in a downtrend, right? And so a really good way to gauge like the tough levels that it's got to get through is you set those quarterly anchors, you know? And we're right here at like the first boss, you know, if it can get over this, then all of a sudden natural gas is having a good year and things change drastically for this chart. But right now it's threatening to have a bad year. It's threatening. I mean, look at the descent. Look at the downward slope of that year to date, man. This is not something to scoff at. This suggests that you would want this to kind of go sideways a bit, and this does something like this, right? You know, and then you get like your moves to the upside. I don't know, but you want like a more sideways anchor and some consolidation and some sideways to unfold for a case to be built. You don't just like flop in. So I hope that was the time frame you want me to look at, dude. Like I looked at like big time from natural gas, Justin. Justin says, thanks, man. Certainly been one of my biggest buys and also kind of one of my biggest screw ups holding my bags. Haven't noticed the momentum stuff is true. Yeah, it's a very cyclical play, weather dependent. Might look for a short there with leverage. Yeah, just gauge on like, use like the intraday VWAP. If you are using VWAPs, use that intraday VWAP on SR to like go into these scalp time frames. And how are we reacting around that year to date anchor? You know, like it's likely that we run up to it. And if you see some crazy bear divs, I don't see a reason not to short scalp that. If you're seeing Market Cipher B backing you up on that idea, just know that you know, anything could happen. Like it could go through it, and then all of a sudden the volume swings in the bull's favor. So you want to be a little bit careful, but I trust you, bro. I trust you. And yeah, in the future, you know, when you lose, like you do want to trust these big signals. Like here's your year to date, and then the previous quarter is like way back here, right? And so when you lose two of those, like it corrects, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to be holding natural gas if something like that happens. And so you could be buying down here, but you definitely are catching the knife. You're doing some institutional dirty work down here, Justin, for sure. If you wanted to like have safer, like maybe a little bit less gains, but a lot safer and less time frame duration, like swing trades, you could wait for these like momentum plays to manifest, like these plays on top of these big anchors if you're trying to long shit, like that, you know. I was once at a point too where I would like buy just blood. I would just buy up people's blood, you know. But often I'd find that I wasn't buying slow enough or in small enough chunks, and yeah, I would just kind of be knife catching and like thinking I know what I'm doing. But I mean, it's like you are moving like a market maker, right? It's just you don't have enough money to play like that, you know. So yeah. Does anyone have any other charts you want me to look at? I'm here for you guys tonight, man. I really didn't even come prepared with anything new because I'm not the news guy. I'm just the weatherman, bro. I just like you know, I just point out the storms brewing. I wish I had some big old titties like the Mexican weather ladies. I actually do have some big old titties, but that would be inappropriate. All right, we're looking at Ton for Jason here. I'm pretty sure this coin was doing really good on his Q2. I might be thinking of a different coin now. But let's see here. Let's see how it's doing. All right, yeah, so we came over the Q2. One of the stronger cryptos. Look at that clean bounce off the year to date. Man, super juicy. Good pick, Jason. We're over the Q2. How's it looking now? So look, check this out. So we come over the Q2 and we tap the intraday VWAP and that Q2 anchor as support. That's a textbook long scalp right there. You got that playing out, and then you got some bear divs, right? Got some tiring signs and the intraday VWAP reset. And so that's a good time for you to take a little bit of profits and wait for the next daily period. Wait for some price action around this intraday to manifest and see what the waves are looking like going into tomorrow, bro. And you might have either a continuation or like if we lose this, if this is like continuing to get divergent, very likely you come back down and tap the Q2 as support. I think that's what's most likely. But you would be able to catch like a bounce off the intraday tomorrow if you were really watching it, you know, if it was going to go up higher. But yeah, just use that. I mean, we just got a daily reset. It's looking a little bearish divergent, bro, not gonna lie. It's come up a lot very quickly. It's done some good work. It might have to rest a bit. Let's see here. Okay, so the 6 hour, your money flow is just now creeping up. Your RSI's tightening up, coiling up, and they're up there. They're up there at that 98 level on the 6 hour. Little bit of juice left in the daily. Hey, check this out, man. Look at the 2 day. 2 days still in ascent. Money flow is looking good. RSIs haven't tired out yet. 5 days, like getting saved. You're getting saved, bro. You lucky bastard. I wish Bitcoin could get saved like freaking Ton. Screw you, Jason. How come your shitcoin's getting saved but Bitcoin's not? Where's my green dot? Where's my green dot above the 60 line? If anyone's new in the stream, I'm floating tonight. Look, I'm floating. And it's me and Bart Simpson. We're getting Bart Simpson tonight. Damn, look at that 5 day yellow oscillator crossing the 0 line. Holy shit, man. It's looking pretty good on the big time frames, bro. Some of these shit coins are like breaking the rules, bro. Britt wants me to look at Link. Are you holding Link, Britt? Is that something you bought and you're holding on to it? Why else would someone want me to look at Link, you know? But you know, Link, even though it's in the doldrums here, you do see the momentum on the daily creeping up. You just got a little green dot, and your RSIs were low, not super oversold like back here. It would be nice if they came down a little lower, but they are, I would say, sufficiently oversold. Going up the time frames, I do see a little bit of something on this 5-day. Look at that. I definitely just by eyeballing this, like some hidden bull div action here on the 5-day. Like you've got a much deeper wave, but the prices have pretty much held even. The candles are over. What wick is this? Or what anchor is this here? This looks like our Q4 of 2023 anchor right here on Link. That's orange right there. And then I got another one on the year to date. Let's make this year to date purple. Okay. So you've potentially got a swing on Link up, back up to its year to date, Brit. So as gulaggy as it is, there might be a better time to sell your Link, you know, because it might actually go up here because we're over this kind of critical support anchored VWAP line. It's holding pretty good over this line, isn't it? Looks like it's giving us a little bit of undulation, you know what I mean? 65-minute, you got that hidden bull div. See that shit right there? You got that going for you. I would say hold on to the Link for now, even though you know, in hindsight, like you look at what happened to Link and it's like, you know, you probably should have just been holding ETH, right? And then if you look at ETH BTC, you should have just been holding BTC, you know what I mean? So you kind of got two layers of screwed holding onto your Link. But that being said, panic selling when you have like some decent support forming and a chance to like kind of run up to one of these big anchors here, I'd say that your best bet is to, if you have too much Link, wait a little bit for one of these levels up here and then shave off a little bit on that. Not financial advice. B says check open. I've never heard of this before, but I'll check it for you. Is this, can I check it on this Mexi exchange here? Custody protocol? Is this the right one? I'll take a look at Theta for you, Nightshade. Got you. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see B. I see B. Okay. Got it. Thank you, bro. Damn, okay, so we're dealing with a major downtrend here. Major downtrend. So we're going to be dealing with major resistances. I'm like tripping, dude. This like x-axis is like not looking right. August? Where the hell is... Oh, there's like data missing, dude. That's what it is. Okay, there's like data missing here. That's so weird. It goes from, okay, this is, okay, I'm not retarded. This shit skips from like August 29th, 2003 to the 11th of April. So did this exchange like no longer have open? Oh, they rebranded. You said they rebranded, huh? So there was a rebranding. Okay, so if you slap an anchor on that level there, right when shit opened back up on this exchange, we hit that as resistance. Now we could put an anchor off the like the all-time low. Looks like we just hit that as support. So this is a really critical level for open to hold. Looks like you do have all the signs here for a consolidation between these two levels. So maybe this is giving you your range to trade in, bro. That being said, if you were to lose this steady baseline of support, expect this to just simply continue down and just get shorted into oblivion. So if you're just like long-term holding it, this would be a good level to watch. If you go below that, dump that shit, you know? But if we can hold these levels, like you might be able to ping back and forth and trade in that. Looking at market cipher B, in such a downtrend, you do want to be looking at the bear side of things, you know? And so anytime you see a hidden div, like here you see like the waves coming up above the zero line, but if you look over here, see the price failed. And so that's the kind of move that you want to be trading on this shit coin. Wait for it to come up and just dribble this shit down like a basketball, bro. Hopefully that's a good enough analysis for you, man. Let's look at Theta. So Nightshade's been killing it with Theta, and Nightshade has his own group that he's doing with Crypto Bull Zone too. I'll give him a little shout out here. So we'll let's see here. Is it do you guys have like a separate YouTube channel? Either way, I know he has his own YouTube channel here, and he's been posting video updates. And look at his funny ass thumbnails, man. He's been killing it lately, dude. You got dude, you jumped 155 subs, man. Good shit, man. No lives yet, but I like the video updates. It looks like you're probably keeping the lives in the VIP, which is respectable. And you guys are putting trade setups in there too, so that's cool. Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. So Theta is let's check it here. Q2, check the Q2. It's clawing its way up. You know, if you slap anchors on these lows, Nightshade, on Theta, it's done a good job bouncing up out of them, like, you know, following that steady baseline, making its way up to the Q2 anchor. And so you've got these little long swings, and then you also know where to exit, right? You know that the Q2 anchor is your exit point because it's a shitcoin, right? You're not too attached to it. So yeah, when you hit a bearish quarterly sentiment, that's the time to take some profits. So I can see how you're slicing and dicing this shit, man. So now it's like you're getting this trigger wave long setup off these anchored VWAPs, and it looks like another run back up to the Q2. See my nose? See, it's gonna go up here. It's down here, and now it's gonna go up there. I don't know what you're thinking on Theta, man. Whether you're like macro bullish on it or what, man. But obviously 2.36 is a really important like macro level for it to get over before you're like super duper swing long on Theta. Otherwise, it's just good for trading. It's ranging between these sentiments here. So you're just playing volleyball in the gulag, man. It's the good times in the gulag, bro. Judah Man wants me to look at Bonk. Let's look at Bonk. Bonk, obviously one of the better meme coins. Look at us, like, just riding on that Q2, man. Bonk's a good suggestion, Judah Man. So thank you for suggesting the Bonk. Because, man, look at it, just bouncing off the Q2. Bullish until further notice, like innocent until proven guilty. This anchor also matches up with the anchor from the low there. If you slapped an anchor on the all-time high, this is some good resistance that you might want to be looking out for, man. Which coincides with just like technically like just where these other wicks are, you know. So you've got this kind of ascending triangle, almost like a bullish ascending triangle kind of thing going on, fueled by, you know, the bullish Q2 sentiment that you got there backing you up. Bonk's pretty bullish right now. Now, when I look at the macro on Bonk, there are some concerning signs. Like, if we were to somehow lose these anchors, these steady baselines of support here, we would know why, right? Because overall on the weekly, it's very top heavy. You know, the waves are sloping down on the weekly. On the 2-day, it doesn't look so hot. The money flow looks kind of gone. That being said, are we just going to hold up here? Is it just going to go sideways, you know? And so whatever downside that Bonk gets, it has coming for it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if this thing went all the way down to all the way down to here, you'd be like, well, the chart said it. Market Cipher B said that was probably going to happen, you know? That's what's so funny about this shit, is it could either go sideways or it could go down. You know, it's like the waves are not necessarily a indication of the magnitude of a move, more just the direction. So, but that's why I like the anchored VWAPs, because you would know to be cautious if we started losing these steady baselines here. You know, this tight range that we're trading in on Bonk. If things start breaking down, you know exactly why. And I don't think that meme coins are really, like, they're really good for trading, and they're good for holding if you're very involved with them and you love them, which most meme, if you're gonna be investing in shit coins, you want to be investing in the ones that you love enough to monitor the chart every day. Like I love Bitcoin, right? And so I have to do push-ups every day, and like I check the price every day. And so if something happens with Bitcoin that's concerning, like I'm right there on it, you know? And so meme coins are good in that like their communities are strong and they're watching the meme coins every day. Whereas you buy some, you know, some Hedera or whatever, some random altcoin, and like you kind of forget about it and then you get rugged, you know? So yeah, I would say don't be so attached to Bonk if you're like holding it. If we lose big important supports. That being said, you got a potential momentum play. If we do go over this anchor here, the anchor from the all-time high, you've got a major momentum play on Bonk. You're talking a like 70-something% pump to the all-time high. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the Bonk. Hopefully that was a good analysis for you, man. It had a good little run on its intraday too, and it doesn't seem to be tired out quite yet. Judah Man says day trading it only. Yeah, man, it's great for day trading, bro. You're talking about one of the best day trading assets I ever seen in my whole time sitting here staring at computers, man. Etimea says, can we do wild? Yeah, I've never heard of wild before. Man, you guys come up with some good ones, man. What exchange you want me to look at on this one, bro? Lolo says good job on the push-ups every day. Oh, thank you. It's gotten to the point where it's like automatic, you know. Like this morning, I just, my brain wakes up at like 4:30 and I'm like, push-ups, push-ups, push-ups. You know, what am I gonna do with the push-ups? I'm like autistic about it at this point. Whereas when I started, I had animosity in my heart. Like, how come more people aren't doing them with me? Oh, this hurts. How come no one believes in me? Like, how come I'm not like popping off on the algorithm? You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you start something, it's a big deal. That's the hardest days. Day 1 and 2 are the hardest days to do shit. Anything that you start. And that's when you need all the support, right? But that's when you get none of it, you know? It's only on day like 1,000 when we're, you know, when Bitcoin's like going to the moon, that's when everyone's gonna have my back and I won't even give a shit. I'll be like farting on them and like I'll already be successful and jacked at that point. It'll be too late for them. She says, you inspire me too, and I'm doing the female version. Are you like on your knees doing those like knee push-ups? That's cool. Yeah, push-ups it's such a good exercise. Like, people say it's only chest, and they're like asking me if I'm working out other parts of my body. I am doing it. Like, I work out every part of my body. I go to the gym and stuff. But if you do like a bunch of push-ups, your whole body feels it. Like, your legs get toned, it's like core, and you're out of breath if you do a bunch of like hard push-ups. That's full body, man. And you could even go a step further and do the burpees like I've been doing, which I believe counts as a push-up. Like, actually, if you actually do a burpee, it is a push-up. It's just like a different form. Instead of spamming push-up reps, you got that conditioning element to it, which is like more functional anyways, you know? Basically like getting myself up off the ground over and over again 100 times. I feel really good doing burpees like 2 days out of the week. Clayt the Great says, if you want to get extra chromosomes strong, use the TRX ropes. When we were deployed, we took that shit with us everywhere. Dude, so I have rings in my garage. The O-rings, you know? That shit's crazy, dude. I can only do like, when I started on those, I could only do 10 reps. Now I can do 15. I've like grown on the rings. I've progressed on them. But yeah, those ring reps are insane, bro. It's like 2 push-ups in one, because it's like such a huge stretch. It's such a crazy stretch that it's like now a back exercise. Like, my back is all squeezing and shit, and like my traps are getting bigger. I never thought like push-ups were a back exercise, but it's like you're just not stretching hard enough. That's cool. So many of you guys are passionate about fitness. Yeah, I know for like a lot of like nerds who just want to see TA, it's like you see my shorts and it's like, what the hell is this asshole doing? You know what I mean? But hey, I got the Satoshi email backing me up. And, you know, a big part of like having a mentor in this shit or in anything, like a mentor tells you like, hey, I made this mistake and that mistake and all this shit. And if you skip that, you know, learn from me, don't make that mistake, and you will get to where you need to go faster, right? And so like the biggest market mistake I made was letting the charts like destroy my health, you know, like sitting at the screen all day, every day, thinking that money is all that matters, you know? And so for me, I went to college for kinesiology. Like that's actually my background. So, you know, Market Cipher was fine before I went public. And so me being public, I'm going to just be who I want to be, you know, which is, fitness and finance, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hopefully the pencil necks get slowly demoralized and then remoralized and then join our side and start doing push-ups. Someone earlier in the chat wanted me to look at the Treasury bonds. So, as you guys know, I believe that if we cross the zero line on this, the stock market may go to shit and crypto may have some trouble. So, you know, the last time this crossed zero was 2007, the housing collapse and the stock market taking a huge dump. And in the year 2000, the stock market had a big dump, and that also we had an uninversion there too. So what we have here is like one of the biggest inversions since the 80s. And so it's hard to say how long this can stay inverted. Like, we could come up and zero could be resistance, and we could just have a whole nother U-shaped, you know, couple years, you know. But there is also the possibility that like this is working its way up because the money flow is coming up. The blue waves, you can see the weekly blue waves doing their thing, you know. And so it's I hate to be so vague, but like any time from here to here, you know, in the next like 400 days, like we have to keep an eye on that, you know. So it's just something that we're aware of in the community, you know. But nothing manifesting yet. If anything, I see on the weekly, like we're getting a little bearish trigger wave, and the wave's trending down, and the RSI's kind of cooling off a bit. So, you know, calamity averted for now. Justin says, does it happen quickly or take time? It takes a long time, bro. It's like only the start of like a major downtrend. It's like the first domino. This is what you would call a leading indicator. So like people like misinterpret the phrase like leading and lagging indicator. Even my brother does, but like all TA is lagging indication, because technical analysis in general is just looking at past data to predict the future, you know. So it's all lagging, you know. Whereas this is kind of like a leading indication. Like if that crosses zero, it's a leading indicator of a recession, basically. So it'll take time to play out, but it is a leading indication. Yeah, Nightshade. Those O-rings are freaking gnarly, bro. It takes me a long time to like even film ring video days. Like I go in the garage and I do 15, and that like really messes me up, you know. So like I have to wait good little bit to go back in there. I leave my phone on the tripod, and it takes me a good like hour or so to go in there and get that work done, you know. But it feels so good doing like 10 sets of 10, you know, and then I'll do like 4 sets of 15 and then the rest sets of 10. That's kind of where I'm at now. But my goal is to do like sets of 20 on the rings, like all the way through, just like 5 sets of 20. Justin says, sorry, I mean more so like the uninversion itself, how fast it crosses. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, dude. So I believe it's because we're on the log scale. If you go linear, what it was, bro. You're being tricked by the log scale that I use for like my regular price analysis. This is a chart that goes like from one, you know, this is like it goes by like these even integers. So switch the chart whenever you look at this to regular, and you'll see that it's not that autistic, bro. I just have log scale up because, yeah, yeah. But I like log scale in my analysis because it tells you like what the gains really look like. And you know what's crazy is that normies look at regular, you know, and it's like no wonder why normies hate Bitcoin, Because when you look at Bitcoin's chart, like look what Bitcoin did. It freaking went all the way up and then it went all the way down. You know? This is like the chart that they're looking at. But like Bitcoin community people who know Bitcoin and understand it over a long time, like how do you even do an analysis of the lifetime of Bitcoin when you don't have log scale, right? Like the discovery of log scale like comes from your desire to do some macro analysis on the lifetime of Bitcoin, right? So you go on this BLX chart and you're like, well, what the fuck happened before 2017, you know? And so you learn how to look at the log scale so you can analyze like what Bitcoin really looks like. This is what Bitcoin really looks like. So next time you're talking to your normie friends, you know, make sure that they understand how volatile it really is. And like, yeah, it goes all the way up and it goes all the way down, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit's crazy. Lolo says Bollinger Bands. I don't mess with Bollinger Bands. That was like the first indicator I ever looked at was the Bollinger Bands. But ain't no Bollinger Bill. Looking at Bitcoin on Bollinger Bands though is interesting. Definitely got some. Let's see. So there have been points in Bitcoin's past where it hits that blue line on the Bollinger Band and it goes up. You know, like right here or right here. And so we're definitely getting one of those moments in history right now where we are at that blue line, or you know, I feel like we're gonna hit it. You know, we're gonna hit that blue line and it's either gonna be a springboard or it's gonna be a capitulation. But the blue line on the Bollinger Bands is like a really good level to gauge. B says you don't use fibs. You know, I do kind of use fibs, but fibs are just based off price speculation. I've been teaching how to use like dynamic volume weighted support and resistance, which is what these anchors are. That being said, you know, you use these things in tandem. You know, like if you did a retracement here, you see that the 618 retracement from this pump up is about, you have some confluence with the year-to-date anchor. You see that, B? And so you want to use everything, man. Just, it's whatever you got to use that's not too confusing, that gets the job done. But I mean, if you get a golden pocket with a year-to-date anchor, it would make sense that this reason is like a very bullish region, like for a long trade, you know. So fibs are cool, but yeah, like these anchors are volume weighted average prices that are slapped onto like big moments in history, such as the first of the year, or a yearly high, or a yearly low, or the first of the quarter. And the price really respects them. Like you come down to these anchors and buyers and sellers come in to provide demand or supply. Man, look at this bubbles chart. It's all green. These are your winners. The dog with hat did really good. Jason had me looking at Toncoin. A couple other winners, Thorchain, Phantom, WorldCoin, Render. So you got some AI in there doing good. Nice green day for crypto. Man, you know, one YouTuber that I really love is Crypto Zombie. I always like watch his videos because he puts so much effort into them. But go ahead and if you haven't subscribed to Crypto Zombie, he uses NickCipher as well. He's a NickCipher trader and YouTuber, but his videos are good. He's like a perma bull. He's always got like really good bullish data that he goes over. So I was watching him today. If you guys are ever interested in like any of the shit coins on Pulse Chain or DEX, you gotta follow Sami. He was in CryptoFace's whale crew for years, and he finally he was always on Twitter, but now he's on Twitter and YouTube, and his YouTube's been popping off. But he's like an OG CryptoFace whale crew like pro trader. Like he once posted, even though he's like kind of like a shitcoin investor, speculator, YouTuber now, at one point I remember Sami was like, here's my trades, and it was like 100 winning trades in a row. Like he's a really good trader. And his Twitter, he's hilarious on his Twitter, bro. He's like always posting just goofy shit, man. He's all about the memes. Dude, he made me laugh because dude, look at this Dick Mander. What is this shit, bro? I just woke up in the morning, checked Twitter, and I see Dick Mander. Like, it's dick with butt with like another dick with butt in his butt, and it's like fire coming out of it. It's just like another meme coin on Pulse. Dude, I don't know, man. It just pays to be gay these days. I don't know anymore what's going on, bro. But yeah, Sami's like the lord of like Pulse Chain ecosystem, shit coins and shitcoin narratives, and yeah. That's crypto, bro. That's what crypto's turned into. Man, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a NickCipher Q&A tomorrow. I might do an earlier stream, like before dinner time, catch some of the East Coasters and just do like an educational stream just to top off the week. And you know, hopefully we get a bullish weekend. Hopefully we can see something happen. I wish I had like more exciting action on Bitcoin for you guys, but you know, we came over the poop line, and the poop line is a really important level to hold over. This is good news, but it's just hard to like be frothing at the mouth when we have so many challenges ahead, price action wise, volume wise. That's the downside of my volume analysis, is like, you know, you smash one barrier and man, you're just like, you got these other barriers ahead until we break like 66k, you know. But if we can break 66k, like, I think it's very likely that we hit all-time highs. So you know, these times are not going to last forever. We're not going to be in the gulag forever. There's going to come a time where these anchors pinch off and the price goes somewhere, either up or down. I can't wait for that moment, because I want to be here with you guys through the momentum moves, you know. But I know that to earn those big moments in history, we got to deal with this shit, you know. So yeah, just keep showing up, keep working on yourself, and control your risk, and just know that like good times are coming, man. The volatility's coming, baby. And the volatility is actually already here, just maybe not with Bitcoin, but crypto gives you opportunities every day. Just within crypto, you don't even need to trade any other asset class to see opportunity every day. Clate the Great says anchor trigger pattern on MCB daily. Yeah, man, I did see that. Not really an anchor trigger, more just like an anchor wave that's like beginning to come up, and then you get the trigger, you know. So like you would see something like this, and then this would give you the trigger right there. We like to see the trigger as like its own standalone wave, bro. But But yeah, I mean, over the year to date, an uptrend in blue wave. The engulfing that we got on the daily was a really important wick. I can't stress that enough. Even though it's still boring, it's like we really needed that freaking wick, man. Like, thanks to this wick, it's only boring and not fucked. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if that wick had just simply been a red wick going down in the same direction and same magnitude, we'd all be freaking our asses off. So this engulfing wick was a godsend, but all we've achieved is boring, you know, a boring day. That's how much mud we got to sift through to resolve the issues of this. Yeah, man. So in this zombie video, man, he was like going over this chart pattern that I found quite interesting. So if you just take the bodies of Bitcoin's weekly wicks and you like do this kind of thing, you do actually have a falling wedge, you know, like kind of like a bullish looking pattern here, a falling wedge. And if you go into these scalp time frames and look at this, you know, you got that tap, the bullish tap of support on that, and the move up, you know. And so yeah, the shape of the chart does kind of look like it wants to kind of springboard up. But if this fails, like the thing is though, is that like if this does fail, what you get is a parabolic down fuck job, you know. And so yeah, that's like where I'm at. It's like this definitely looks like a bullish falling wedge, you know. It'd be nice to see some follow through, some confirmation on that, overcome Q2, confirm that falling wedge was in fact bullish, and then we get deeper follow through to the upside. Anthony T says we need all this boring chop. If it kept pumping, it blows load too quick and all the fun would be over for the common man. Yes, the common man. I like using that term. Down is good, sideways is good. It's more time for the common man to FUD crypto. You know what's funny is like I've been saying like when price goes down, it's more time for the common man to get in. But the common man doesn't want to get in at low prices. They want to see performance. They want to see Bitcoin at 100 racks before they even dip their toe in this shit. So, but the people in your own lives are within influence, you know, not financial advice and stuff. But I've like taught a couple people important to us about Bitcoin, you know. Just teach them responsible investing and just tell them what you know about it. Because man, we need some exit liquidity. You know what I'm saying, man? I've been wearing my Bitcoin hat. Got the Beamer wrapped orange, bro. I want people to buy some Bitcoin. So if I gotta sell some, it's not the end of the world, man. But yeah, man, all jokes aside, I think that's it for tonight. You know, it's getting kind of late, but my boys and girls, you guys are my pride and joy, my community. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna hit an earlier stream and we'll do a Q&A for the NickCipher Discord. So yeah, you guys have a good night.